Y'all, what is up with the summer cold? I feel like, or maybe, you know what? I'm just going and talking, okay? Maybe I might been working like days straight, right? Days straight. And even though I'm going to bed at a reasonable time, I might be like getting exhausted. My body's finally shutting down. So I probably, Lord have mercy, please help me. I'm thinking about when I go away from my parents' house for Friday, Saturday, and then I'll leave Sunday. Um, cause y'all, I think that's gonna be the time I celebrate my birthday. Today is my birthday, y'all. I am 37. Woo! Thanks to leap years, we go backwards. We don't go forward. No, I'm just kidding. But and I didn't realize like I did know my schedule was going to be da 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 da, but I wasn't expecting it to be like da 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 on my body. Y'all get what I'm saying? So I probably need to rest. So if there's like a day I can just like I'm gonna clean up my house when I mean like when I come back. No, I'm leaving at the end of the month. So probably like a Wednesday of next week I'm gonna clean up my house on Thursday, and then just ask my boss, can I come in for like a half a day? Like I'm not feeling good, and that will have to be not this week that's coming up, but the next week, and that's a Wednesday that I think I can just sleep. Y'all get what I'm saying? I can just sleep, and I should be well able to like take care of my life next month. At the end, not next month, but the next day. Because I'm going to my mom's house that Friday night. So maybe if I ask for like Wednesday, I can just be rejuvenated. Because there's no point in me asking for Friday off actually, because I have to be at my night job. So and then I could just hop on. I just pack up my bags, and then guess what? Guess who's going home to our mom's house? Yeah, I really do enjoy it. I really, really 100% enjoy being at my mama's house. But y'all didn't come to hear me talk about me being at my mama's house all the time. But I really enjoy being at my mother's house. Um, and my mom, she said, I just want you here. And y'all, I am thinking about moving. I am thinking about moving. And I'm going to be super duper sad because of the freedom part. Like, you grown. Y'all know y'all grown and y'all can, but it's not even that anymore. It's like, I really want to see my grandma. I don't want to miss out on my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to. And y'all, I used to be like, gosh, you still live in the same town you lived in as a kid. I see why people do that. Now, mentally, I see why. I see why. And I think it's a beautiful thing. So if you have a parent, hey, your son, if you have a parent and y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what kind of life we have after our eyes is closed or somebody, the flag was in her face. Who face? Oh, we're gonna get to it. I've been good. I've been good. It feels good to be 37 again, y'all. It feels amazing. So, y'all, this is a leap year. I don't go forward, I go backwards. Man, the flag, it wasn't red flags, it was siren. It had noise to it. But y'all, let's go into here. This is a relapse on Chris and Jazz. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I know that people go back and they go back in time with Jazz. They go back in time with a lot of people, not just Jazz, but they go back in time with Jazz people. And there's some things that we really didn't see because we was looking at the bigger picture. There's three things I took out. One of my homegirls called me and she watched me. And she's like, girl, why are you keep on talking about Jazz? And What's up with this Medusa girl? What is going on? So I say, you're going to have to look at old videos of Jazz to understand, because I can't just really talk to you about, how trifling she is, how she this. But my friend told me something, and she said, I did. My friend, she had told me, she's like, hold up, is he making a whole meal for himself? And I said, what meal are you talking about? Well, she was talking about this meal. This meal had my mind rolling. And now remind y'all, this meal also is 6 days earlier, before December the 6th. So she did a live November the 16th. And that's amazing. Her son, his birthday is like November the 16th. So she did that exactly same live on November the 16th. And yes. And no, she did that live November the 16th. Then she came in on there crying on December the 6th, talking about her son's. Somebody took a subscriber or a viewer called called the food stamp place to get her food stamps taken away. Well, you're a mother of four already. It wasn't like she was never like suddenly she met Chris and Philip dropped four kids off at her doorstep. She'd been having four kids. So y'all, we're gonna go and look at how this man prepared this meal for himself. Not for her, but for himself. All right, so let's share. I think this is the right one. Nope. Where are we at? I'm sorry, y'all. All right. Nope, it's not the right one. And I don't know what am I not doing right, but I ain't doing something right, y'all. Let's see if it's the right one. Yes. So we're just gonna look at how he prepared the meal for himself. All right. Now we're gonna speed this up, y'all. I know how to speed. I think I do. We're gonna speed it up to like 150. We're gonna turn that down. We're just gonna speed it up just a little bit so y'all can actually see how this man took away from her kids. Now, remind y'all, this man has already three kids, so he knows the. He should have some common sense of, food security. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like he should know. He opened three things of rice. Now this is late night. This is a late night meal. This is not like a 5 o'clock meal for the family. This is a late night meal. The kids already ate. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this right here. Okay, so y'all see this right here, this chicken. Now I'm gonna keep on saying this is 20 days early. 20 days later, she's gonna be on the floor crying about not having food in her house. But let's look at how he's like cooking this food. 20 days later, now this man already got three kids. So you should assume that he has some type of sense of, you know, let's, you know, let's save some for the little people. Now y'all know how he season, y'all. You just go up a little bit. Now you be like, you're just going up. You're just gonna look at how he doing it real quick. And one thing I want to talk about, look at how he does aluminum foil. Like, how would y'all do that? Would y'all do it the short way or the long way? Y'all, I would do it the long way. But I'm assuming common sense is not always common. All right. So we see this, right? So we're going to stop sharing this one because we know what's going to take place. Okay. We know what's going to take place. So now this is the live. Where am I at? Now, hey, now this is the live that um she did on that same day. So she uploaded that meal on the him cooking it on the 18th, but on the 16th she did a live. Now, one thing I learned when I saw this video, that she has said this one major thing. This one thing that stood out, I never noticed it before, was Chrissy was her entertainment during this whole relationship, y'all. That was one sign that I seen recently after I watched this, after my friend told me about it. I said, she did a live on this meal, right? So I looked at it. I noticed that Chrissy, even in that meal, him preparing the meal, Chrissy, she said, Chrissy, you got to see this. I'm about to take a picture of it. Now, y'all, I'm not going to lie to you. When you got penis at the house, I mean, available active penis, you're not calling your homegirls because you have nothing in common with this man. This man actually had zero in common with her besides eating up her food. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Hey, it was COVID. Was it COVID? Was it COVID when he came over there? Yeah, I don't remember. Was it COVID or COVID? Was COVID about to leave when he moved in? Y'all, please help me out. I think I think COVID was almost over. I'm really I'm 2020. Y'all, please. I'm like lost for some odd reason. I think COVID popped off in 1990. No, COVID was still active. I'm sorry. COVID was still active. So, y'all, I do understand he needed a place to stay during COVID. I get it. I 100% get it. They say, it was a COVID booming baby. I have a COVID baby. And, COVID was, yeah, I had a COVID child. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So 20. Yeah. So yeah, COVID wasn't over. So Chris, he needed to hurry up because Chris actually started living there about the end of September to the or maybe the early October, just around his birthday. So y'all keep an eye on that. This is October, November. This man is actually is too damn comfortable, and Lisa less than a month. He's too comfortable with going to her refrigerator and her freezer, grabbing out whatever food he wants and cooking a lot of it. Jazz, that was a terrible sign. But Jazz, you have other signs in your life that we're going to go over, and then we're about to walk out the door. Hold on one moment, y'all. Share. Okay, now she's sitting here, have to put him on mute, like, hey, I got to do this live. So you got to turn it off. And why not? Let's watch her eat the food a little bit. I'm doing my like, girl, you can have nothing to do. See, I feel like right there, he was disgusted with her. He was disgusted with Jazz. At that point in time, he was disgusted. Sorry, y'all. And 1 month, this man was disgusted with her. So while he just made this meal, she had to get entertained by other people. The chicken is not even tender. I'm about to skip through it because I know y'all don't want to. Okay, so y'all see this, right? Do y'all see any kids in the background? Y'all see all that food that he just made? So she just walked down that. She didn't say no food for him to eat. They didn't eat no meals together. That's crazy to me. Look at her trying to save that last chicken bite. I wonder who made her plate. He did. Okay, so he went back and get some seconds. I saw that plate. Y'all, this is a notorious word that she couldn't pronounce. Neither one of them could pronounce. Okay, so he look, he went to go get the last piece of chicken. So we're gonna stop it right here, and then I'm about to talk to y'all. All right, so y'all just saw that, right? Now, if y'all go look at it on your own, at the end, she had to literally tell him like, "Hey, you can't watch YouTube while I'm on live." So instead of him just like turning it off, he had some words for her, and she was like somewhat embarrassed. Jazz, it's only a month. Only a month, y'all. There's not such thing as love that late, that early in the game. And it's so crazy to like, and to me as a mother, well, I say, that's my baby daddy. That's my baby. I would never say that. Because one, he had a whole meal. Y'all know what y'all could do with those six tenders? I would have cut them up so like bite sizes and probably use real rice, not, mint, microwave rice. I'll use the frozen vegetables. I might even use the cheese to jazz it up. But that would be in a casserole for the whole family. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I saw Jazz have about three pieces. Chris probably had, it was like seven pieces. It wasn't like, a big thing of pieces. I just saw the strips that each person on that plate had. And be honest with you, that was disgusting. Jazz, why you think that man was going to stay with you? Nothing in that video, from him preparing a meal, from him, you know, telling you to take a bite of the last tender, because that's what it was. He didn't even ask you. He was like, babe, do you want this last strip? Do you want this last strip? He said no, but I'm going to let you get a little piece and I'm going to eat the rest. Why would you think that was safe for you to have a baby with this man? And this is only 1 month that he been living with you. When I say 1 month, because y'all recalculated, he literally started living with Jazz literally around his birthday. And she dropped this video November the 16th. So, if that makes sense to you, that man didn't even give me vibes that he even cared about your kids. Because y'all, I'm being, y'all, nothing is sexier than a man saying, baby girl, you got kids. I got you. Nothing sexier than that. And I doubt very seriously he purchased that meal for you. But she also got another meal, a fish for two. Like they seared some fish and made it like the same style of the rice and the fish. No kids near. No kids eating that. Just the adults. We're gonna do a relapse on Jazz and Chris. I might do relapses on a lot of people because I kind of like the flashbacks and looking at people, and definitely old videos I really didn't see. But I seen people react on this video. It's nothing new. There's so many reactions on this meal that Chris and Jazz done and the live. But this is just like, wow, girl, that was a big ass sign. Y'all, and I didn't even show y'all. Maybe I probably did, where he put his hands around her throat. And I know y'all didn't hear. Hey, Chris, stop. Play nice. Play fake it. Smile it. But you ran so you can have a baby with this man. Now, let's rewind it. A year, January the 1st, 2021. 24, you're sitting here crying. You're crying saying that he left you with 5 kids. You're crying because you didn't supposed to be a single mom of 5 kids. Let me tell you, you was always a single mother with your 4 kids with him. Y'all ladies, I don't know who's out there listening. Don't allow a man to come in your house and take, you got to look at your meals. And if y'all want some type of assistance, food stamps, I'm not knocking nobody. You on food stamps and you're basically gotta, you know how to make your meal stretch, okay? For example, when it was just me and my daughter, I would buy a family pack of wings, y'all. No lie. And I probably put maybe 6 in there. We might get 3 if she was a eater. But when I lived with my parents, it was a little bit better. I felt like I saved a lot of money, but versus when it was just me and her. So I think we'll have like 6 wings, maybe 3 apiece. I really didn't like leftovers. Um, if it was just me and her, we'll buy one steak and we'll split it. Y'all, if we had to make it stretch, okay? And y'all can call me a bad person all day long. I did get food stamps with her. I did get pandemic food stamps with my when my kids got it. So yeah, you can call me a bad mother all day long, but I learned how to stretch with that little girl. So it was easier for me to feed and make sure the kids all ate efficiently. And when it came down to a man, he wasn't allowed to go in my refrigerator. No, I got it, boo. Sit around there. No man ain't going in my refrigerator. No man ain't going in my cabinets. I did have that rule. And some men, they didn't like that. Like, what the fuck are you going in my cabinets for? That food don't belong to you. That food don't even belong to me. It belongs to that little girl or that little boy. No. Do y'all understand? That was a terrible red sign that you allowed this man, while you was having food stamps, while you needed food stamps, this man to come and make a whole meal for just you and him. He didn't dice up the chicken. He didn't do nothing. He just laid it out and he knew that y'all wouldn't have leftovers. And you was fine. I forgot. You was the same one that y'all had ribs and neck bones. And you had to send your kids to school with not ravioli, but orange packs of chicken noodles. Not the chicken noodle soup, the ramen noodles. And you send them to school. Talk about it's a cold day, they like soup. No. They wouldn't probably mind a little hot neck bone, but y'all sat there and y'all ate it on the live. Or maybe a video. It was probably a video. And then you crying about not having food on the 6th. Disgusting. Jazz, I don't know if you're a better mother, but I will say this. When Chris left, you should be able to have multiple meals in your children's diet. They shouldn't just be eating spaghetti and they shouldn't just be eating spaghetti, frozen pizzas. Like this man, you should have been taking some life lessons from him, but you didn't. And I feel like this, and y'all can like correct me in the comments. I personally feel like Jazz, you dumbed down you had to dumb down so he can level up. And that's a sad role. And it is. I feel like you had to dumb down so he can level up with you. The way that you said, "What are you making?" He's like, "Just chicken and rice." And I think you knew what the hell that was because you just recently did a Corona chicken and rice. Yes, go look. She did a chicken and rice in a crock pot And you got 4 kids and you think it's cute to not to know how to cook. That's crazy to me. You think I'd be bragging about throwing it in a circle and I'm a freak and I can't make a decent meal that doesn't consist of a pan of grease, or I don't know how to not over season. If it don't come out of the box, I don't know how to make it. No. Nobody, and I'm being honest, nobody in this history should be talking about how freaky they are and they can't make a pot of rice. I said it. You can't make a pot of rice. You can't be a freak. I never understood that. If you don't know how to make fresh vegetables like green beans, like cut the tips and blanch them and saute them and maybe add little turkey meat to them and some potatoes, you can't call yourself a freak. Let alone you have a man. But hopefully you'll learn. Hopefully you'll look at some of your videos, and hopefully you'll look at some of your videos and you will see what's important. Because I don't feel like Jazz actually knows what's important right now. She thinks weight, looking good, wigs, and maybe pretending like my kids are my world. But it's more to that. That you have to be in a different level. That's that's for me, y'all. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't like the smell of boiled meat. I really don't like. I don't like the smell of nothing boiled. Like nothing boiled. Like it disgusts me. I don't know why, but it disgusts me more than anything. So, one of my friends was telling me how it hit me, y'all. I couldn't even eat the chicken, even though it was on the grill. I walked in the kitchen, and my friend had some onions and some chicken boiled on the stove, getting ready to barbecue. I said, "Oh hell no, I can't eat that." It's just something about the smell, and I really feel like, yeah, well, that's what I was saying too, as well. When I noticed that Chrissy was her safe havens during that whole time live, and Chrissy was her safe havens when Chris lived there. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like if she wasn't on live talking about I just got off the phone with Chrissy, or hey guys, I'm about to eat, or there's plenty of videos that live probably saved her ass. For whatever reason, saved her ass from an argument, maybe getting upside the head. I just saw him put it in water. That don't mean that you clean it. I feel like you just defrost the chicken. But you know what? And I'm gonna give it a benefit of the doubt. Y'all, some people don't know right from wrong when they cook. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like it takes some people, like, for example, like let's talk about it. Like let's talk about it for a little bit. Um, defrosting food. I remember my mama used to leave our food out overnight, y'all, and dead serious. And we just thought that was normal, right? Till I saw my friend, they defrost their food outside. And I was like, ew, why you just don't do it at night? Oh, no, it's quicker. Or, it's better this way. Later on, I found out when I did food service and stuff like that, no, you don't defrost food like that. No way, shape file. You leave it out overnight. You leave it outside in a dangerous. So there's some people we just don't know better. You get what I'm saying? Hey, and sample, hey, thank you for joining. We just don't know better. So over the years, we get common sense and we learn how to do things. So I'm just gonna be on the because there's a video of Philip. He said he cleaned the chicken, but he put the chicken right in the chicken pouch. Y'all know how disgusting that was when I saw that. That and he started seasoning inside. Okay, so you get the chicken and the little pouch, right? And well, what is it? The little packet. So he still had that little. I like to call it that little blood holder pad. He still had the chicken on that pad, but he said he washed it. And I say, ew, that's disgusting. Y'all get what I'm saying? So over the years, I did see him trying to learn how to wash meat, like with the lemons and stuff like that. But yeah, I just felt like he didn't know better. Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I just felt like he didn't know better. Some people just really think, okay, let me just put this in some water and it's clean. Um, but over the years, you learn how to use not even vinegar. I always tell my kids, like I used to cook clean with vinegar, right? Like with certain chickens and stuff like that. But I typically use just salt and lemon. I don't use, and that is like maybe that cleaning process, that salt and lemon. I don't use vinegar, but some people use vinegar. Well, because again, he didn't know better. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like some people, they watch their parents do shit, and their parents probably did. They did shit that their parents probably did worse. You get what I'm saying? Um, just like I never realized how nasty it is to season chicken in the or season meat on a bare sink. I didn't know how nasty it was until maybe like one of my friends was like, "Ugh, just use a bowl." So I actually had like I never seen how nasty it was because I always see my parents do it in the sink, and there was a dishwater and then was a sink. They just clean, cook and season the chicken or season whatever meat, and then they put it in a bowl. I guess because they felt like it was more space. So now I see, okay, just put it in a bowl, and you know, I guess you have to grow up. So I try not to like pick on people in that area, but I get it. But there's some things that just fucking nasty. You be like, that's nasty. That's nasty. But I did. I seen it. But Chris was only there for less a month, and you were sitting there living in terror. And I have to bring her up. And some of y'all don't like it. But Medusa, again, you over here talking about Jazz, and your baby daddy is that trifling. I can only imagine how he treated you. No lie. I can only imagine what the hell he put you through. And he had to put you through some shit. He had to put you through some shit. Some very selfish moments. And I'm assuming that sometimes y'all rent wasn't paid, but his tournaments was done. I would never be over there making fun of anybody. Just saying. But y'all, I gotta go. I really enjoy everybody. Thank y'all for joining the chat. Um, I kind of like these relapse videos. I might do one on Chrissy. I have to do two of them. Okay, I have to do two. I have to do two, not just one. I have to do two. have to deal with before and after, or affect something that it affects them. It affects something. So, because Chrissy got a lot of videos, I feel like she had got a pass because she cleaned up her act. But she really didn't clean up her act. She didn't clean up her act. She just choose not to record certain things. Like Rod, his drunkenness, his not having a job. Yeah, like that. Y'all must just be honest. Like that time that Rod came to the house and I think she had just said, "Oh, I got to go in there and fix something for the kids." Rod came in the house with like a Wendy's bag. And when I tell you this woman had 8 kids, and that Wendy's bag looked like it was carrying 2 fries and 2 burgers, he had 2 drinks. Yeah, yeah, that's the shit I'm talking about. Y'all get what I'm saying? So y'all have to look at a lot of stuff. Like I'm not going hard on Olivia because I think mental illness is real. It is. It's real. So I'm not going hard on her. There's something that she needs to pluck out of her life. Like she's not good enough. She's not smart enough. She's afraid of something. And I don't even think it's, as some of y'all, we really look at it as drama, but I don't even think it's about the kids, Gerard, Nisha, something else that she can't get over. So she tried to flog up her life with chaos, with children, with controversial drama, this, that, so she don't have to deal with what's really wrong with her. I'm not going to beat somebody when they're down. That's just not what we're going to do. I know somebody might look at it and say, "You're beating her down. You're beating her down," but it's different when you come on here thinking you're the shit. Olivia does that too, but it's something else. But it hits different. Sometimes I don't know if any of y'all can see some bad behaviors you had in your previous life. Well, when I say previous life, your now you're in a better self, right? But some of us we can actually see ourselves in some of these ladies. We might not actually have 8 kids, but our old self was probably having sex with Tom, Dick, and Harry. Not saying that y'all was, but you know what I'm saying? Like you can relate because damn, I was like that. I wanted to find love really quick and fast. I have doubts about who I am. That can be very hard. And definitely if you keep getting older and you still have these certain doubts. But to each his own, y'all. You know what I'm saying? There's no right and wrong way. If y'all feel like, hey, you're giving Olivia a pass, yeah, I probably am. I do feel bad for her because that got to be a very lonely life. And she might think, y'all might think she gets a kick out of people talking about her, but that got to be a lonely life, you know? And I don't even think the kids that is not in her household bothers her. That's the reason why I said, damn. Because I don't know about y'all. Even dogs look for their pups. You go snatch a dog that just gave birth to 8 pups and you take one of them, that dog's gonna be sniffing for that that ninth pup that's not near. It's crazy how they know when an animal is missing. It's crazy. It is very crazy. A bird will come and check on the last place they leave their young, right? Crazy. And it probably breaks their heart when they fall off the thing and a human is there. They can't bring that bird back. But they know they have three birdies, so they're gonna look around. Oh shit, that little damn kid got my kid. I can't take that shit back to the nest. Real talk. Animals even know they're young. So I'm not gonna even sit here and say that she don't care because yeah, you have to care. Even mothers that, hurt their children in the process, they care to a extent. They it's a they that shows like what the fuck did I do? It really does. It really a lot of people was that Smith chick. I don't know if y'all Susan Smith. She the one that said, if I'm not mistaken, she's the one that said that a black guy came and while she was driving, he shot her. He shot the kids. If it wasn't Susan Smith, it was Diana Downey. But one of them said that, and later on in like a documentary, they said, what the fuck did I do? Why did I do that? It instantly came to them like, why did I do that? They didn't deserve it, but it happened. So I'm glad the kids is in a safe place mentally. I am. Physically, they're in a safe place. And I'm happy about that. And, you know, I'm happy. But I get it. I get it. I get why most people talk about her. But it's, I think it'll get worse. She needs something else. Y'all know she feeds on negativity. So I won't do nothing on her. But that's what I see. But I'll talk to y'all beautiful people later. I have to go back to my Let me go ahead and do this. This is taking y'all. When I did the schedule, I I got a new girl at my job, so I'm excited. I get my full weekends back again, and I get my 2 days on a week and 2 days off. Flip weekends, like I get a morning, I get a night, I get a Sunday. So I'm like, 2 more weeks, 2 more weeks, y'all. I'm so excited. And y'all, I don't know. You know what? And the first thing I'm gonna do when I go to my mama's house, I'm going to sleep, right? And then I think my parents having a cookout because again we have a graduation of going straight to the high school. Should be a 10th grader, um, and a birthday. Well, two birthdays, and maybe if one kid is potty trained, we'll celebrate that. But if he's not potty trained, it is what it is. We still having a cookout. And I'll go out on Saturday morning and I go and get everything we need and fix it up. My dad will put on the grill. We'll have a lots of giggles. And y'all, when I tell you, we're not the richest family, but just a lot, hearing a house full of laughter is amazing. Y'all, and it's so dead at my house. So I'm calling my mom like every other hour, like, hey, what the kids are doing? And somebody was like, how'd your kids going? Like, yeah, but I still call them like they're my kids, right? Oh, I know you got a man. No, I don't. I don't have a man. Yeah, I don't know why people think single women when they don't have their kids, they dig down somewhere. No, we don't always get dig down. That's like You know, we people wants to have sex with us when we're not available. Okay, I don't know why. When I have my kids, oh my gosh, what you doing tonight? Everything. I mean everything. I have kids. I have to cook. I have to clean. I have to do laundry. I have to do hair. I got to wash my own ass, and I have to make sure somebody wash their ass. I got so much stuff to do, but when I am by myself, kids free, my phone is dry. Okay? And I'll be so mad, like, what am I going to do? So eventually you start getting yourself in trouble, and then I can't get myself in trouble anymore. Because to be honest with you, when I say get yourself in trouble, you go out there and say, ooh, Facebook dating. And then you see the same people on there. You're like, oh, Lord, let me get off of here. I starting to get it now. But it is what it is, y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. And remember, July the 9th is always going to be the best day of the whole year because it's my birthday, okay? So I'll talk to y'all beautiful people later in night. Oh, yeah, I might do in the car after dark tonight. That's what I might do. Yeah, I will do that tonight. So if anybody sees this, you're like, "Why I can't see you?" You might see me because it won't be so dark. But don't come in there and say, "Why I can't see you?" I'm in the car after dark. I turn the light on if it's not that hot. I turn that light on for y'all. But in the meantime, y'all have a beautiful rest of the day, and I will see y'all tonight if y'all can come by. And it's gonna be typically about 8:30, 9 o'clock. That I might do it because hey, we can talk for about an hour about anything and everything. And I'll talk to y'all beautiful people later. Night night.